Now we come to the next topic, that is the reasons for economic reforms. What happened is more important. Now the economic conditions of India in the year 1991 was very miserable. It was due to the cumulative effects of number of reasons. Okay. Now these reasons basically we study under the following heads. First of all, poor performance of the public sector. Second, there was a deficit in balance of payments. Third was there was an inflationary pressure in the economy, that the prices started of the commodities rising. There was a fall in the foreign exchange reserves. Okay, and there was a huge burden of debts that we have borrowed from the international bodies, and there was an inefficient management in the public sector enterprises. Now, no economy can work today, or even at that time, it was a misinterpretation of our policymakers that we can go alone without realizing our economic potential of manpower as well as natural resources along with the technology. Now, in the year 1991, there were two important international events that took place. First was the disintegration of the Soviet Union, that is USSR, and second was the invasion of Iraq in Kuwait. Now, in that time, in the 1991, now if you have read your geography book of class 10th, manufacturing industries, now at the end, in the appendix it is given that majority of the industries that we are having today, or we were having in the time of 1991, they were largely financially and technically sponsored by the collaboration of the East European countries or the former Soviet Union. Our all major industries of public sector are basically in collaboration with East European countries. You can go through the book if you are having it. Okay, I am not entering into a detail. And second thing was that we were dependent for the technology, we were dependent for the financial resources, and we were dependent upon them for assistance. Now, they were themselves struggling for their economic reforms. They were themselves struggling for their revival. So all the supply lines that was coming from the East European countries and the former Soviet Unions have stopped. Second thing, we produce very less oil. We are largely dependent upon the Gulf countries, and at that time what happened that Iraq invaded Kuwait. So there was an oil crisis at that time that also compelled us to now to rethink about our economic system. Now, taking upon the first one. Okay. Now, throughout the entire planning period from 1951 to 1990, public sector has been assigned an important role in the development of India. Okay, all of you know that. Okay, high priority was given, or it was accorded to the public sector with the objectives of industrialization of the economy and removal of poverty. But these objectives could not be achieved. Therefore, a shift in the government policy was necessitated from its emphasis from the public sector to private sector. Okay. Now, the second thing that there was a deficit in the balance of payments. Now in 10th class you have studied about the balance of trade. Okay. Now when we have adopted the policy of import substitution, we never looked upon for the export. And as I have told you, when we make an export, okay, we get the income. We fought on the front of the imports, but we did not put upon any heed to improve our exports and to earn foreign exchange. Now our balance of payment, okay, it became negative. Okay. Now what happened? It became negative. And basically the foreign debts at that time rose to about 23% of the GDP against the 12% GDP that was in the year 1980-81. Our country was caught in the debt of into a debt trap, which lowered the confidence of the international monetary institutions, World Bank, International Monetary Funds, Asian Development Banks, and etc. Now, when balance of payment became a deficit, okay, so there was a fall in the foreign exchange reserves also, because for importing the oil we have to make the payments. Now this thing happened at that time that we were not able to pay our foreign dues, and government of India has to mortgage 25, mortgage का मतलब होता है गिरवी रखना, 25 tons of gold to the Bank of England so that our international credit may be retained. Okay. Now, as I have told you, there was an increase in inflation. Everything is dependent upon the oil, you know. And as I have told you, invasion of Iraq in Kuwait, and Kuwait was the main supply line, and Iraq was the main supply line to India for crude oil. When international prices started rising up the petrol, first of all, we did not have the money to pay them. Secondly, the oil prices were already rising. So there was an inflationary pressure on the economy. Now, the burden of foreign debts, the fall in the foreign exchange reserves, payment of dues. So we looked upon to the IMF and International Monetary IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, and World Bank, and they suggested us that economic reforms are very urgently needed in India. So henceforth we decided that we will take certain measures. Lastly, there was an inefficient management. Okay. First of all, the government, as we have read about the revenue expenditure, capital expenditure, the government was not able to generate sufficient revenue from internal sources such as taxation, running of public sector enterprises, because they became all white elephant. We have read in business studies, okay, BIFR, Board of Industrial Financial Reconstruction, and all that I am going to take on later. Now, government expenditure began to exceed the revenue in such a large margin that it became unsustainable. Expenditures were more and income was less. And whatever amount was being borrowed from the international financial institutions was spent on consumption goods, consumption needs, not for productive purposes. It was for the consumption. That is the consumption of the government expenditure. Okay. Now the crisis of 1991, it has forced to India to for the financial help from the IMF and the World Bank.